What's up? Series that you got to take the top two teams. More information to follow. We got 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go here on the warm-up clock. Skaters are getting warm, getting loose. Grab your favorite beverage of choice and strap in for some exciting hockey action. Looks like a few more kids than were playing against us last weekend in senior night. We did come out victorious in that game after dropping a couple. So hopefully we can come out strong tonight. Strike first, strike hard, and strike a lot. Got a packed stand here for first game of the playoffs. Great to see all the people coming out. And if you can't make it to a game, always pull up between the blue lines for your local broadcast. All right, we're under a minute to go here on warm-ups. Make sure you get ready to strap in for some exciting hockey action. Remember, folks, I am a fan. I am a dad. I get excited. I get caught up in the game. I try my best to bring you all the action as possible. If I miss something, I apologize. North Stars huddle up in front of their net. All right, break their huddle and head on over to the benches. And we're about ready to get started. Once again, this is Frank the Announcer coming to you live from between the blue lines. Your North Stars wearing their dark jerseys, facing on the Spartans wearing the white. Looks like we're going to have Big Stoge in net. Gavin makes his way out along with Anthony and Stanley. Got Patrick and James on D. And Big Stoge in net. Oh, Stanley coming to the dot. Switching things up here on me. Stanley trying to push it forward. Anthony gets it over to the near side wall. Pulls it back into the zone. Looking around, trying to get a pass up to Gavin. Gavin lost it at his feet. Spartans grab it. Come up the near side. Come through the middle. Drop it in on Stoge. Paddles it over to the near side. Patrick has it. Drops it back for James in the far side corner. James is going to speed up through. Lost it at the blue line. Grabbed up by the Spartans. They drop it in down low. Comes all the way over the near side corner. Anthony grabbed it. Shot on Stoge. Blocks that one. Up to the top of the circle. Picked back up by the Spartans. Good play there by Stanley. Takes a player out. Gavin delivers a soft one up for Anthony. Anthony's trying to center it back up. Gets tipped away. Puck bounces over Anthony's stick. Gavin with it. Off of a boot and up to the top of the circle where the Spartans grab it and go up the far side wall. Shot goes in on Stoge. OC with the puck. Drops it in softly. Lets the forwards change, and Sean comes back behind the net, picks it up. Bounces it up to Andrew. Andrew with it. Shot on net. Couldn't quite get it through traffic. Declan battling over the far side half marks. Sean grabs a loose puck, walking it in. Collides up with a Spartan player. Lost the handle of it. Declan knocks that one out of the midair. Spartans decide to drop it in as they go for a line change. Puck comes around to the near side half boards. Lost behind the goalie. Sean grabs it, looks up, delivers it over to Charlie. Charlie comes across the blue line. His shot goes off a boot and grabs up the rebound again. Swatting away at it, goes down towards the goalie. Good pressure there by Charlie. Swats away that stick, takes it right along the rails. Charlie in the near side corner, Declan trying to help out. Spartans flip this one through the middle, kept in by Andrew, puts a shot on net. Spartans come up the near side, tipped away there by OC. Lost the handle of it. OC's going to pick that one up, try to carry it down low. Lost the handle of it again. Goes down behind the goal line. Gets a pass over towards Sean. Puck goes up the far side wall. James keeps it in. Gave it up to a Spartans player. Good check there. James with it. Goes through the middle. Takes a shot. Goes off the goalie's head. Top of the circle. Another shot goes down by Aiden. Aiden's going to let that one go. James picks it up. Up the near side towards Aiden. Little guy lit in the D there. Puck goes all the way around. James catches it. He's going to send that one out sailing. Got an arm up. Got icing. Stopping the clock here at 11:43. Get to the scoreboard in there. Got Jasper at the dot with Max and Aiden. Aiden and James on D. Puck goes back behind the net. Back around again. Back over to the far side dot. Drop down low. Carried in the corner. Swatted up. Takes a funky bounce off the glass. Aiden Jall picks it up. Trying to get a pass over to Max, but Spartans steal that one away. Retreat a little bit into their own zone. Up the far side. Couldn't get a full clear in. Aiden Laurie goes and picks it up. Gets a pass over to Aiden Jall. Got a touch going all the way down into the Spartan zone. Spartans just trying to stretch it a little bit as the North Stars were getting a line change. James taps it around. Stanley picks up the loose puck. Takes out the referee. Puck goes high up in the air, but swatted down. Stone swallows up the big shot. First shot he's seen so far this game. Swallowed that one up pretty nicely. No, second. First uncontested shot. Stanley wins that one back to OC. OC shovels it all the way around. Gavin's going to try to get over to the boards. Spartans got in the way. Puck ends up coming back out in the center ice, though. Anthony gets it up towards Stanley. Stanley dusting it off. Goes off a boot and over to the far side wall. Gavin blocks that one. Sends it back over to Stanley. Stanley's going to come over to the near side corner. Try to set up Anthony. Anthony tips it up off the glass. Centering shot. Off the far side, or near side post. Patrick's going to grab it in center ice. Deliver a pass over to Anthony. Anthony catches it, carries it across the blue line, puts a shot on net. Goalie catches that one in the glove. Forward change coming up. We got Charlie, Declan, and Sean. Goes over the near side wall. Declan putting some pressure, goes back behind the net. Spartans shovel it up. Kept in at the blue line. Nope. Spartans kick it away. OC knocks it away. Patrick picks it up. Patrick looks around. Decides to go back behind Stoge. Sends it up the near side wall for Sean. Patrick still battling for it. Sean snakes that one out of midair. Trying to shovel it forward. Patrick rifles it into the corner. Comes all the way around to the near side blue line. Spartans coming right back out. Splitting the D. Stick save there by Stoge. Goes over the corner. Charlie trying to tap it up the wall. Spartans get in the way. Charlie gets our pass up to the blue line. Spartans grab it. Up the near side wall. Patrick gets it. Sends it over to OC. OC threads the needle to Sean. Sean taps it up to the Spartans. So the blue line for the Spartans. They drop it in down low. Jasper sends it all the way around. Charlie's going to grab it. Saucer a pass up over to Sean on the near side. Sean carries it across the blue line. Goes through one set of legs, puts a shot on net. Goalie was able to keep the glove up and catch that one. Jasper, Frank, and Max are out there, along with Andrew and James on D. Comes up near side wall. James closes the gap, pushes them into the wall. Puck goes down to the hash marks. Gets it up to Frank. Frank grabs the puck. Lost the handle of it. Goes back towards James. James gets a pass up to Frank. He taps it up to Jasper. Jasper taps it back over to Frank. Taken away by the Spartans. Spartans carry it back into their zone. Jasper picks up the loose puck. Goes over the top of the slot. Puts it down low. Kicked away by the Spartans. Back into center ice for James. James lofts one up. Gets Need back into the zone. Got a rush on. Good poke check there. Back up to the near side wall. Frank putting some pressure. Gets it out of the zone. Andrew tapped it back up to the blue line. Shot goes down low. Off the near side post. Back behind the net. In front of Stoge. Now behind him. Try to go high up and over, but all the way out towards Frank. Frank gets it back to Andrew. And puck coming right at you. Anthony with it, trying to send it off the referee's boot. Ends up coming back with it through center ice. Shovels it in down deep. Stanley chasing after it. Spartans come up the far side. A lot of speed on this team. Up along the near side boards. Anthony battling for it. Spartans come away with it. Top of the circle. Shovel it down low. Tipped away there by Aiden. Goes over to the far side wall. Aiden shovels it up. Tips out of the zone there by Gavin. Through the middle. Tipped by OC right into Stoge's chest protector and stops the clock. Stanley at the dot. Gavin sends that one all the way out. And down. They got an icing. Declan at the dot. Spartans get it. Blocked there by Charlie. Ends up going down onto Stoge. He covers it up. Spartans trying to go right through. Shot gets deflected. Comes over to still on the near side. Up to the point on the near side. Top of the circle goes down. Kicked away there by Stoge. Couldn't get that rebound. Up to the near side. Swatted away by James. Declan battling for it. Back behind the net. Locked in front. Loose puck. Kicked up to the blue line. Back over to the near side. Drop down low. All the way around to the far side. Patrick chases after it. Puts him into the boards. Grabs the puck. Lost the handle of it. Gets it up towards Charlie. Charlie's smacking it up against the wall. Spartans come away with it. Top of the circle. Or top of the slot, I'm sorry. Shot goes just wide. Spartans keeping good puck possession here. Sean steals that one. Come along the near side. Gets a pass over to Charlie. Charlie crosses the blue line with it. Drops it for Declan. Declan takes the shot. Sean was right there for the rebound, but ended up going a little bit too far behind him. Spartans send this one up. James taps it down, picks it back up. Drops it for Sean, trying to get a shot off. Gets tipped over to the far side wall. Spartans go off the boards. Swatted away by Andrew. Spartans get it. Trying to come back across. Drop it in down low. James is going to pick it up, shovel it up towards Max. Max sends it back down to the goal line. Taken away by the Spartans. Served up through the slot, grabbed up by Sean. Sean looks up, delivers a pass over towards Max. Max lets it bounce off the wall. Jasper trying to get to it. Spartans push it right back into center ice. Swatted away by Patrick. Spartans got to regroup in their own zone. Back through the middle. Tapped away by Aiden. Picked up by Jasper. Jasper's shot goes just a little bit wide up to the far side hash marks. Max backs off a hit. Puck ends up coming all the way around to the near side. OC's going to step up, seal the wall. Aiden Jall takes a shot, gets blockered over back behind the net, takes it right along the rails, tapped back in towards center by Andrew. Andrew drops it in. Puck comes up along that far side. Spartans send that one all the way out and down. Got icing being called as 3 North Stars players were fast on that one. Stanley at the dot. Anthony to the near side. Gavin to the far side. Stopped at the blue line by Aiden. Aiden trying to send it back in, but goes off of a boot and picked up by the Spartans. Good job by James riding him off the puck. Anthony serves it up to Gavin. Gavin's going to go through the blue line. Got Stanley on the far side. Stanley picks up the loose puck, looking for somebody. Puts a shot down, gets tipped away. Gavin picks it back up, trying to loft it back up. Loose puck through the crease. And it's in the back of the net by Anthony. No, by Stanley. Stanley. North Stars get on the board at 3:22 in the first. Stanley. Anthony grabs the face-off. OC with it. Goes off the referee's skate. Picked up by Patrick. Drops it in down low. Goalie reaches back. Stops it. Takes it right along the walls. Just out of OC's reach. Gavin gets it. Sends it over to Patrick. Patrick pirouettes and picks the puck back up. Oh! Getting a little physical. Gavin with it. Top of the circle. Shot goes down. Goalie catches it with the glove. .245 here to go in the first. North Stars up by 1. Declan at the dot. Stalemate. Ends up getting tipped. Referee takes a blunt pass. Picked up by Charlie. Shot goes down on the goalie, and he reaches down, covers it up. Declan at the dot. Stalemate. Ends up getting tapped into the corner. Charlie chasing after it. Puts the guy into the boards. Spartans loft this one up. At the blue line. Separate the player from the puck, but he gets back up, grabs it, sends it back down low behind the goal line. Picks up. Good hit there by Sean. Sean looks up, sends it up Charlie's direction. He taps it out of the zone back into center ice. Goes through the middle. Sean was trying to get a pass. Delayed offsides called. Into the corner. Andrew puts him into the boards. Declan gets it up to the blue line. Kept in by the Spartans. Swatted away there by Sean. Kept in. Andrew knocks it back out. Got a touch, no icing. Sean putting some pressure. Puck ends up coming up the near side wall. Back in through center. This guy's got some speed. Put a body on him. Charlie puts him into the corner. Little help by Andrew. Comes up the boards. Jasper puts it deep. Don't chase after it. Ends up coming around the far side. Tapped away by Frank. Spartans going through the middle. Drop it in. Aiden grabs it. Shovels it up the wall. Puck ends up coming up the near side wall. Frank's trying to get there. Kept in by the Spartans. Delayed offsides. Puck comes up the far wall. Max gets a hold of it. Comes through center ice, trying to get some space. Lost it at the near side hash marks. Picked up by the Spartans. Rush is on. OC puts him into the boards, being helped out by Jasper. Jasper avoids the one hit. Roughing being called on number 18 of the Spartans at 8.4 to go here. In the first period. Stanley comes up to the dot. Got Stanley, Anthony, Patrick, Gavin, and James. Gavin's shot gets tipped, goes off the glass, back behind the goalie. Anthony picks it up at the near side hash marks. Comes up to James. And that is the end of your first period. At 8 seconds. All right, we're coming back to second period action. North Stars will be going left to right this period. Wearing their dark jerseys. Got a 1-goal lead over the Spartans wearing white. As I said, we got a power play with 1:52 left on that. Stanley comes to the dot. Patrick grabs the puck, gets it over to Anthony. Anthony gets it over to Gavin. Gavin back over to James. James looks up. He's got some space. Gives it over to Gavin on the near side. Hits Patrick at the blue line. Carries it in down low. Gavin back behind the net looking for somebody. He's got Patrick wide open on the near side dot. Walks it in. Takes the shot. Off the pads. Stopped by the defender in the crease. Bounced up over the pad and just sat there. The defenseman was smart enough to put it underneath the goalie. Patrick grabs a pass off the wall. Shuffles through. Goes between the legs and gets in the goal. Walked that one all the way in. Taking advantage of that power play. I got Declan, Charlie, and Sean out there. Spartans push it up through the blue line. Shot, blocker saved by Stodes, bounces up. Sean grabs the puck back behind the net, sends it for a ride along the rails towards Charlie. Charlie tips it up. Declan chases after it, picks it up, carries it across the blue line. Gets hip checked into the wall. Puck goes over to the far side. OC steps up, keeps it down low. Tipped away by the Spartans. Charlie gets it back to OC. OC puts it down behind the net, comes over to Sean's direction. Picked up by the Spartans, sent up towards the blue line. Tapped around Andrew, but Andrew's going to come back, pick it up, shovel it back up the wall. Didn't quite get out of the zone as it's tipped back down low. Spartans regroup at center ice. Pass off the wall, picked up by Andrew. Battle for it at center ice. Andrew drops it in. Takes a friendly bounce behind the net. Picked up by the Spartans. Tipped away at bottom of the circle by Charlie. In on the net. Goalie reaches down, covers it up. Jasper makes his way over to the dot. Got Max on the near side. Aiden Jall on the far side. Aiden and James back on D. Spartans come up the near side wall. Trying to get a pass off. Max blocks that one. Tipped down through the slot. Ends up going over to James on the far side wall. Shovels it out of the zone. Picked up by Jasper. Jasper crosses the blue line. Comes into the slot. Takes a shot. Goalie, I think, took that one off the head and bounced into his glove. Same lineup. Ends up going to the backside corner. Comes up the near side wall. Comes back into center ice. Shot goes behind Stojan and all the way up to the blue line. Taken away by Jasper. Sent back in. Aiden grabs the puck. Saucers one up for Jasper, just a little bit out of the reach. James tips it. Max grabs it. Shot goes down, goes off of a body and over to the far side wall. Max steals this one. Carries it into the corner. Centers it back up to Aiden. Aiden puts it back down for Jasper. Jasper puts a slow dribbler in on net. Goalie reaches down, covers it up. Stanley makes his way to the dot. Gavin to the near side, Anthony to the far side. Gavin gets it back to Patrick. Patrick has a bounce over his stick, drops it in. Delayed offsides being called. Goes through the middle, but Patrick steals that one away. Serves it up towards Stanley. Stanley's going to cross the blue line with it. Puts a shot off a boot and ends up coming over the near side wall. Gavin tips it off the glass. Shovels it back behind the net towards Stanley. Stanley picks it up. Goes around the net. Stops at the far side hash marks. His shot gets blocked. Tips it back down towards Anthony. Anthony sends it back behind the net. Gavin's going to chase after it. Pick it up. Gavin back behind the net. Serves it up. Blocked away by the Spartans. Comes up the near side boards. Got an arm up. And we got icing. Far side dot face off. Spartans send this one hard all the way around the boards. Kicked up at the blue line. Threads the needle. Stops. Blocker saved by Stoge over to the near side. Behind the back for Patrick. Patrick loses the handle of it. Ends up shoveling it up through the blue line. Grabbed up by the Spartans. North Stars retreat. Goes all the way down. And that is an icing call. Declan wins this one back to Sean. Sean takes a tomahawk chop. Sends it back behind the net. Spartans, Charlie with the steal, sends it over Sean's direction. Sean picks it up. Drops it into the corner for Charlie. Back up top of the slot for Andrew. Andrew backhands it behind the net. Declan pulls up. Lets 18 swing on past him. Declan grabs the puck. That's... How is that not a penalty? Swatted away at the blue line. Malachi crunch. Stode blocks out shot. Back behind the net. Sean slicing through traffic. Crosses the blue line with it. Carries it down low into the corner. Lost an edge. Puck goes off the glass and out of play. Jasper, Max, Frank, Aiden, and Max shot just goes above the top of the net. Max gets it over to Frank. Frank circles around, sends it off the boards towards OC. OC lost it. Gets it back to Aiden. Aiden serves it up towards Jasper. Jasper is going to send it in down deep. Frank's going to chase after it in the far side hash marks. Spartans get there first. Spartans come off the board, swatted away by Aiden. Got a trip coming up on Aiden. Tipped away. Aiden going to go to the box for a tripping at 9:25. He said he's sorry. PK team out there. James gets it on the far side wall, sends this one down. Knuckler rolling down on net. Stanley putting some good pressure back behind the net. The speedster comes in through traffic, couldn't get a good shot off. Ends up going over the far side hash marks, kept in at the blue line. James tips that one away. Spartans grab that out of midair. Far side circle. Sent through the middle, tipped away there by Anthony. Anthony sends this one, goes off of a player's Spartan player, and out of play. Should be a center ice face-off. And it will be. Declan, Jasper, Andrew, and OC. Spartans regroup in their own zone. Speed through the middle. Take a shot, gets tipped, goes off the glass. Declan trying to send it up. Off the boards. Spartans putting some pressure. Goes back behind the goal line. Andrew stops it. Takes a full-on check. Centering pass. Ends up coming over the near side wall. Jasper gets there, taps it. OC grabs the puck. Sends it off the glass and for a ride. Goes all the way down. Goalie's got to stop it behind the net. Spartans regroup. Tipped back into the Spartan zone. Picked up by Declan. Takes a shot. Ricochet over towards Jasper's way, but grabbed up by the Spartans. Spartans push it up through their speedster. He lost the handle of it. Andrew puts him back behind the net. Comes up the near side boards. Up to the top of the slot. Shot goes down. It's in the back of the net. Spartans get on the board at 7:27 here in the second period. Stanley shovels this one up the near side wall. Gavin going to grab it. Walk it in. Takes the shot. Gets tipped. Swallowed up. Grabbed up by Patrick. Patrick rifles a shot. Goes just over the top of the net. James stops it on the far side wall. Tipped back into center ice. Stoge blocker save over the near side. Hash marks. Picked up by the Spartans, trying to center it up, paired up by Patrick. Patrick serves up a soft one to Gavin. Gavin drops it in down low. Back behind the net, up the near side hash marks. Stanley stops it in the corner, sends it back to the behind the goal line. On the far side hash marks. Gets the pass through traffic over the near side. Patrick picks it up, shovels it back down towards Stoge. Kind of comical on that one. Well, Patrick didn't even have his stick, and he gets called for a penalty. At 6:30 in the second period. Sean at the dot wins it back to OC. OC put it up towards the blue line, but stopped. On the near side hash marks. Kicked away. Shot gets sent high up over the boards. Net came off its mounts. Stoppage of clock here at 5:58.
Everybody clap your hands.
You got Sean at the dot. Charlie on the near side with OC and James comes back up to the point. Top of the circle, rifle shot. Stoge swallows it up. Anthony and Stanley coming out for Sean and Charlie. Stanley makes his way to the dot. Stalemate. Anthony picks it up, sends it for a ride. Anthony chasing after it. Puck goes into the corner. Back behind the net. Goes through middle. Spartans come over to the far side. Top of the circle. Anthony swatted away. Picked off by James. Grabbed up by the Spartans. Kicked out of the zone by James. Spartans got to regroup. Back through middle. Lose it on the near side wall. Send it through the slot. Picked up by Stanley, who sends it out of the zone. Spartans regroup pretty deep. Send it up to the blue line. Drop it. Goes across traffic. Anthony sends it up the far side wall. Shot on Stoge. Gets blocked away there by OC. Anthony's going to get there first. Send the puck all the way down. They got 10 seconds left on the PK. Spartans at center ice. Dropped the puck in, picked up, top of the slot, kicked over the near side wall by Stoge. Back to 5-on-5. Jasper looks up, carries it across, loosens it at the top of the circle, picks it back up, drops it up for OC at the blue line. His shot gets deflected and goes off of a Spartan player, but picks it back up from the near side hash. Swatted away. In the defensive zone, you can use your hands. .401 here to go in the second. Jasper comes to the dot. Max to the near side. I think that's Aiden Jall on the far side. Aiden Laurie and trying to figure out who the other defender is. That's Andrew. Back behind the net. Up the far side wall. Swatted away by Andrew. Gets it over to Jasper. Jasper stops, pulls up, puts a shot. Oh, just wide of the net. Ends up going up the far side wall. Jasper puts him for a ride along the rails. Loose puck in through center ice. Grabbed up by Andrew. Andrew gets across center. Drops it in down low. Stopped by the goalie behind the net. Tipped away there by Max. Max looking for somebody. Threads the needle. Oh, Aiden Jall was right there. Aiden Laurie comes barreling through. Goes into the far side corner. Andrew tips it back down low. Kept in the zone. Puck goes down and around. Andrew sends him into the board, trying to center it up. And big save there by Stoge. Declan at the dot. Got Gavin, or Charlie and Sean. Sean chasing after it on the far side wall. Spartans pick it up. Retreat to their own blue line. Send one up. Charlie stops it just before the blue line. Declan putting some pressure. 18 goes across the blue line. Loses the puck as he got checked by Patrick. Back behind the net. 18 takes a shot. Declan blocks it. He's going to feel that one in the morning. Charlie steps up. Spartans push it across. Puck gets lofted up towards Stanley. Stanley's going to carry it across the blue line. Carries it down to the goal line. Goes into the corner. Gets crushed. Draws the penalty. Sean picks it up. Sends it back behind the net. .211. Thought I was an indication for boarding, which is a 2-10. Yep, I was right. It'll be a 2-10. Anthony grabs it off the far side wall, gets it down towards Stanley at the goal line. Stanley picks it up, walks it in. Backhand shot off the far side post. Back up to James at the top of the circle. Shot gets deflected over to Anthony. To Patrick back behind the net. Gets it back over to Anthony. Looking for somebody. Ends up coming over the near side wall. Grabbed up by Gavin. Gavin's going to walk it around. Walks it to the top of the slot. Takes the shot. Goes off a shoulder pad. Picked up. Centered up to the blue line. James trying to kick save it. Swing and a miss. Gavin steps up. Big save there by Stodes. James picks the puck up, sends it up far side wall to Stanley. Stanley trying to get through the blue line. Kept in by Patrick. Bounces off his stick. A little speedster. Gavin's going to chase him. Gets into the back of the net. Scoring is short-handed. Penalties waved off for hooking. Hawks still, or North Star is still on the power play here. Got 1:10 left on that and 1:21 left in the period. All tied up here. Spartans push this one forward, grab it. Shot from the top of the slot. It's patted over to the near side wall. Andrew with the puck. Sends it over to OC. OC gets through center ice, drops it in the near side corner. Charlie's going to chase after it. Grab it at the near side hash marks. Jasper trying to help out. Charlie with the puck. Shovels it up towards Andrew. Andrew walks the line, takes a shot, gets tipped, goes back behind the net. Up the far side wall. Stopped by OC at center ice. Pushes it up forward. Loose puck through center. Grabbed up by Andrew. Spartans clear it all the way down. Grab the puck, boys. Charlie deflected that one. Puck goes back down behind the goal line. We got 10 seconds left on the power play. Sean with the puck. Goes around one. Trying to pass it up, but it gets deflected by the Spartans. Got 10 seconds left in the period. Spartans, I believe, are going to be happy with just getting out of here at tied. That's the end of your second period, and that's an intermission break. We'll be back after an ice cut. We got a tie game here, 2-2. Going into the third. Thank you. All right. Oh, the boys got them all strapped up, tightened up, ready to play some hard-fought action here. First game of the playoffs. They want to come home with a victory. Stanley pushes this one forward. Gavin chasing after it. Picked up at the goal line by the Spartans. Malachi crunched. Picked up by Stanley. Stanley lost it in a pile of water. Sends it through the middle. Picked up by Anthony. Anthony drops it to Stevens. James drops it off the near side wall down behind the goal line. Picked up by the Spartans. Tipped all the way down. Referee took the broadside of that shit. Puck ends up coming back into center ice. Spartans regroup. Send it off the referees again. Gavin trying to steal that one. Stanley trying to push it forward. Tipped away by the Spartans. Loose puck comes in through the middle. Gavin chases after it. Swats it into the Spartan zone. Picked up in the slot. Spartans carry it across. Tipped away there by Gavin. Gavin tips it again. Sends it high up in the air off the far side wall. Back behind the net and over to the near side wall. Anthony's going to try to get there. Shot goes just wide and over to the far side wall. Charlie's trying to step up. Picked up by the Spartans. Stopped by a puddle of water. Saved by Charlie there from going into the players' bench. Puck ends up coming over the near side wall. Back in through center ice. Charlie picks it up. Sean sends this one in deep. All the way over to the far side hash marks. Picked up by Charlie. Centering it up. Tipped away by Declan over to Sean. Sean back behind the Declan. Declan stops, changes direction. Lost the handle of it. Goes into the far side corner. Up the wall. Charlie knocks it back down low. Back behind the goal line. Spartan sends it up the near side wall. Goes through the middle. Stolen there before the blue line by Andrew. Sends it up towards Sean. Sean catches it off of a thigh. Goes through the slot. Comes off of his stick and into the far side corner. Sean with a good hit there. Spartans coming up the near side wall. Swatted away by OC. Goes back behind the goal line. Picked up by Spartans. Centering pass broken up. Stoge puts it into the corner. OC's going to go grab it off the near side wall. Centers up a pass. Sean's going to grab it off the near side wall. Stops it and avoids one hit. Spartans regroup. Send it back into center ice. Tipped over to Andrew from Jasper. Andrew looking. Sends it in sailing. Sean could not quite catch that pass as it went into the stands. Jasper at the dot, won by the Spartans. Kicked away there by Jasper. Battle at the blue line. Shoveled back into center ice. Tipped down low. Aiden swatting away at it. Aiden picks it up. Got a couple of bounce passes off the wall. Aiden takes that one off his shin pad. Centering pass. Oh, tipped away there by Stevens. Over to Max on the far side. Max lines up, takes the shot. Blockered away just behind the net. Up along the near side wall. James trying to stop it. Keeps it down towards Aiden. James picks it back up. Looking for somebody. Goes off the backside of the goalie, but reaches down, covers it up. Stopping the clock at 11:19. Spartans win this one, end up going towards the goalie. He drops down, covers it up. Stanley, Gavin, Anthony, OC, and Patrick out there. Gavin draws it back, gets it over to Patrick. Patrick looks around, gets it down to Gavin. Oh! OC lines up, keeps it in, turns it around. Sent it over towards Patrick, but Spartans pick it up, drop it in. It's getting a little nutty in here. Referee in the way again. Penalty coming up on Patrick for a roughing. Ridiculous. I mean, they can hit that way, but as soon as we do, we get the penalty. Okay. Just trying to get clarification from all the parents over here. Yeah. Declan at the dot. In the corner. Spartans with a puck. Trying to center it up all the way up top of the slot. Declan deflects that one. Ends up going off the glass. Takes a funky bounce. Declan with it. Sends it all the way down for a ride. Takes a funky bounce behind the net. Charlie chasing after it. Swatted away and out of the zone. Send it down. Declan wins it back. Spartans pick it off. Going down low behind the net. Centering pass sent out and down by Charlie. Picked off by the goalie. Sends it up to the blue line. Goes in the far side corner. Charlie picks it off. Centering pass. Stode's reaching back, trying. It's a slash when the stick comes out of his hands. Penalty coming up on the Spartans. So we got 4-on-4 for 1 minute. So that's what's left on Patrick's penalty. Stanley, Gavin, James. Stanley, with a quick shot off the face-off. Kicked over to the near side wall. Back behind the goal line for the Spartans. It is not a shortage of players. So that is an icing on the Spartans. Stanley at the dot. Gavin with the puck. Drops it into the corner. Takes a funky bounce off the glass. Tipped up over Anthony. Up the near side boards. Spartans retreat. Tipped away there by James. Picked back up by the Spartans. James puts him into the wall. Stanley kicks it back over to James. James with the puck. Sends it off the boards. Stopped at the blue line by the Spartans. Up the near side wall. Tipped it to the zone. Spartans drop it to their point. Down low behind the goal line. Blockered away there by Anthony. Picked up by Gavin. Gavin gets it up to Patrick. Patrick takes a hit. Stays on his feet. Anthony shoots it off the helmet. Another shot. And it's in the back of the net. Breaks the tie at 8:04 in the third. Declan, Sean, Charlie pushed forward. Kicked out of the zone. Back in through center ice. Declan chasing after it. Sean stops it just outside the blue line. Spartans picking it back up. Back up to the point for the Spartans. Their shot gets airmailed just wide of the net. Sent up to the blue line. Off the far side post. Picked up by Patrick. Patrick stops, changes direction, looks up ice. Trying to get a pass up. Got it off of Charlie's backside. Declan picks it up. Charlie swats it out of the zone. Charlie picks up the loose puck. Puck goes up and off the rafters at center ice. Jasper steals the pass through center ice, carries it in at the near side hash marks. Frank avoids one hit. Trying to carry it through the middle. Swatted away. Spartans carrying it in. Goes through the middle. Kicked away by OC. Off the glass, takes it right along the rails. Aiden sends it back into the corner. Spartans with the puck, carrying it down low, centering it up. Off of Aiden's feet, off of Stoge, picked up by OC. OC's going to loft this one down. Got an icing. .6:18 to go here. Stanley at the dot. Spartans win this one back. Anthony putting some pressure. Ends up going back behind the net. Over to the far side hash marks. Gavin's going to swat it away. Kick it out of the zone. Stanley's going to pick it up. Stanley stops, pulls up, goes off the pads. Goes into the corner. Referee taking the brunt of that one. Up the far side hash marks. Patrick keeps it in. Spartans come back over to the near side wall. Kicked away by Anthony. Carries it back into the zone. These are for James. James gets it back over to Stanley. Stanley's going to let this one go down. Got an arm up. Got icing. Rotating these guys as quickly as we can. Get some fresh legs out there on defense. Stanley wins this one back to OC. OC goes off the glass up to the blue line, kept in by the Spartans. From the near side hash, goes across the bow and over to the far side hash marks. Back up to the point. Off the glass, up the near side boards, back down behind the goal line. Anthony grabs it, centering pass off the mark, but Gavin's chasing after it. Going to get there at the hash marks. Lets the player grab the puck. Gavin steals the puck. Tipped away off of OC. Tipped away, goes over to the far side corner. Gavin gets it. Referees are going to sit here and decide what the heck they're going to call. Anthony is going to go to the box along with a Spartans player, so it should be offsetting penalties 5-on-5. Whoa. I can count, and that's too many players for the Spartans. Picked up by James back behind the net, sends it around the wall. Declan coming up the near side boards. Charlie stops it, gets it over to Sean. Sean drops it for OC. OC waits. Gets it up to Charlie at the blue line. Waits till everybody gets onside. Drops it in down low. Gavin at the far side hash mark. Sean trying to play the puck. Spartans up the near side. Stolen there by Charlie. Charlie carries it down behind the goal line, trying to center it up. Picks the pass back up. It's in the back of the net for Charlie! Seabuck putting one in the basket. Got 1:13 left on the penalty still. 1:13 and a whistle. Because we got 5 players on the ice, so they can't come out. Jasper at the dot. Push that one across the blue line. Sent in down deep. Grabbed up by Patrick.
North Stars goal scored assisted by number 7, Charlie Hudson.
Jasper sends all the way around up to the point. Stolen there by Aiden. Gets it over towards Max, but stolen by Spartans. Carried down low. Kicks it! Kicks it! Kick! He kicked it in! Watch the replay! Full kick! That was a full kick motion. No goal! Watch the video. It was right there. Full kicking motion right into the net. Right here. I got it. That's horse shit. He full on, yeah. Somebody pull it up on the YouTube. Yeah.
You know what you did. You know what you did.
All right, we're coming back after a bit of a melee here. 42 seconds left on the penalties. Pushed up to the blue line by the Spartans. Stoge block saves that one. OC in the corner. Sends it up the wall to Max. Max looks up. Going to carry it up. He's got a little bit of space. Sends it over towards Aiden on the near side wall. Aiden puts it back behind the net, up the far side wall. Grabbed up by OC. Max sends it back down behind the net. Takes a funky bounce. Jasper drops it back down low into the corner. Up around the near side wall. Max at the top of the circle comes off of his stick. Spartans putting the rush on. Kicked away there by Patrick. Patrick carries it. Coming back through the middle. Stoge reaches up, catches that one in the glove. Penalties are now over. Spartans push it up to their blue line. Can't get a clean shot off. Stanley with the puck. Stop pulls up at center ice. Stalling some time off the clock. Stanley picks the puck back up. Lost the handle of it. Spartans pushing it up through the center ice. Kicked away. Sent out and down. Got an arm up. I got the distance. I got icing. 1:59 here to go. Stanley at the dot. Anthony grabs it, puts it on net, kick save, back behind. Picked up by Stanley. Back over to the far side corner. Grabbed up by Gavin, puts it in the corner. Spartans put it up the near side wall. Anthony stops it at the near side hash. Back in through center. Goes over to the far side. Andrew with a good poke check. Anthony with a good check there at the blue line. Spartans come through. Puck comes back out. We got 1 minute left in the game. North Stars up by 1. Picked away by Gavin. Gavin walks it in. Puts it off the backside of the net. Stanley steps up. Pushed over to the near side. Shot goes just wide. Back in the far side corner, goes through the slot, wide of the net. Tipped away, through the middle. Kicked out of the zone. We got 30 seconds left. Stanley with the shot. Gets stopped at the blue line. Oh, C's going to grab it on the near side wall. Gets deflected. High stick being called. .9 here to go. Timeout on by the Spartans. Be an offensive zone draw. .9 here to go. Stanley making his way to the dot. They pulled the goalie right from the beginning. Puck goes down to the goal line. Swatted around, kept at the goal line. Comes up the near side boards. Shot goes high up off the glass, and that is a victorious game for your North Stars. Should have been a 4-2 final, but we'll take it at 4-3. Once again, this is Frank, the announcer, signing off from Between the Blue Lines. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast and enjoyed the outcome. North Stars victorious in the first game of the